What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another highly combustible reaction. We're gonna be jumping into some kind of cool, a tad lessons worth sharing, the Norse myth that inspired the lore of the rings. Let's jump in. Let's check it out together. Let's see what we got. Y'all left it on the request form, so it must be something interesting. Let's go. Are we gonna need CCs?
The supreme god Odin was exploring the 9 realms with his travel companions Heimir and the notoriously mischievous
Okay, we'll leave him on. We'll leave him on.
After a long journey, the 3 reached a waterfall in Nedavellir, the subterranean land of the dwarves, and stopped for water.
This is already gonna be a very, very cool thing. Like, I like animations, and when you put animations to like real things instead of like Dragon Ball Z style things, I really like it. Like history animations. Let's go.
Odin and Heimir were eager to meet Hreidmar, the king of the dwarves, but Loki was bored and hungry.
Why do I kind of feel like every time Loki's name comes up like anywhere, he's just kind of bored? And the story kind of generates its way from there.
The king of the dwarves, but Loki was bored and hungry. Spotting an otter nearby, Loki tossed a stone at its head, killing the animal. He kept
I don't know if that's a smart thing to do in somebody else's kingdom.
its pelt and slouched after the others. When they greeted Hreidmar, the king paled, for the pelt belonged to none other than his shape-shifting son. Hreidmar summoned his 2 surviving sons, Fafnir and Regin, and bound the gods. He decided he would let them go in exchange for gold, as was the custom, but only if they could fill the
We have a custom? Like, there was a whole custom on what you had to give somebody if you killed one of their family members? Because that's kind of intense.
otter pelt with the finest gold until not even a hair was visible. Because of how the otter skin stretched, this meant procuring a nearly impossible amount. But Loki had an idea.
I don't know if we want to go with Loki's idea, considering Loki is the one that got us here in the first place.
The dwarves were master craftspeople. One of them, Andvari, was said to forge marvelous creations. Andvari often took the form of a fish, and one day he dove deeper than ever before. So deep he reached the land of the water nymphs, who guarded mounds of gold. At first, Andvari merely wanted to see their treasures for himself. But when the nymphs laughed at his awkward appearance, Andvari grew infuriated and seized their gold. With it, he crafted himself a special ring. As long as he wore it, Andvari's wealth would grow and grow. Loki saw Andvari's riches as the perfect solution to their problem. He returned to the waterfall, conjured a huge net, and extracted a wriggling fish. As Andvari squirmed, Loki jeered that he'd kill him unless he handed over his treasure.
Loki is just digging us a hole, I'm feeling.
Andvari directed Loki to his lair. Satisfied with the heaps of gold he saw there, Loki freed Andvari. But a sudden glint off of one of the dwarf's fingers alerted Loki that he'd missed the most powerful treasure of all.
Here we go.
Despite Andvari's pleas, Loki tore the ring away. Seething, Andvari cursed the ring, declaring that it would be the doom of all its subsequent owners. Back at the palace, Andvari's gold appeared to completely cover the otter's skin. But as Hreidmar inspected the pelt, he saw a single bare whisker peeking out. So the gods relinquished the ring. As Hreidmar slipped it onto his finger, Regin shuddered at the greed in his father's eyes.
There we go.
While his brother Fafnir looked on in envy. Later, when Fafnir demanded that the king share the wealth, Hreidmar refused. So Fafnir killed his father, pried the coveted ring from his finger, and fled the palace with the treasure. He came to rest in a cave where he curled around his new possessions. The ring warped him inside and out, and over time, Fafnir morphed into a gruesome dragon.
I'm one of those people that believes that there really were dragons at some point. If there could have been dinosaurs, then damn it, there could have been dragons. I'm just saying.
Meanwhile, Fafnir's betrayal and guarded treasure bore into Regin's mind. He finally enlisted the help of his loyal foster son, a warrior named Sigurd, to slay the monster his brother had become. Sigurd did as instructed. Afterwards, Regin asked Sigurd to roast the beast's heart so he could consume it. Sigurd obeyed and tasted the heart's blood before serving him. But as soon as the liquid met Sigurd's tongue, he understood the chatter of the surrounding birds. They were singing of but one thing. Regin was going to kill him.
Oh,
so
no.
Sigurd slayed Regin and seized the wealth for himself. This was only the beginning. Over the coming years, the ring would tear families apart, doom lovers, and empower, then ultimately destroy any who had it in their possession. Andvari's curse set a vicious cycle in motion that would consume many lives and inspire some of the most influential works of the 19th and 20th centuries.
This was a freaking phenomenal voiceover, by the way.
One of the best-known adaptations was J.R.R. Tolkien's epic saga, The Lord of the Rings. And good news, there's a new audiobook version narrated by none other than Gollum himself, the brilliant Andy Serkis. You can download it for free at audible.com/ted-ed.
That's very cool. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Norse myth that inspired The Lord of the Rings. That was absolutely a brilliant voiceover. It kept us on the edge of our seats. The animation was good. The whole thing was just an all-around fun story. Like, give me more of those any day. If you guys enjoyed it, most certainly go show Ted Ed some love. Now we're subscribed on both of our channels. I hope you will too. Hit the like button if you liked it, the dislike button if you disliked it. Check out one of my other videos up there. Subscribe right here if you want to see more content, possibly your content. Until the next one, I'm highly combustible. You guys be happy, healthy, safe. I love you to the moon and back. Peace.